Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kayla Powers. I am so excited that you are watching. And if you are a loyal subscriber, thank you so much for your love and support. You know that I love you. Right now, I just want to show off this wig, and not because I like it. This is absolute shit. What the flip is going on here? Like, I can't even get my fingers through here. It's disgusting. It's absolute trash. We got 32 inches of trash, okay? I wanted to try Wholesaler off of Ali Express. It was not a good experience. First of all, I paid $375 US. And I ordered real hair wigs, and I was like, this is a real good deal for 32 inches, like down to your butt. We're talking like, wow, good deal. But then I found out why it was such a good deal. So once it had finally come in, I realized it was synthetic. This is not real hair, guys. Okay, it was kind of tangly. Like, I'd run it through and I'm like, this really doesn't feel right. But it was still going through like this. So I didn't notice at first. I was like, I don't know. So what I ended up doing, and I should have kept this for you. I'll probably do a video just to show you guys on the next one. But what you do is you do something called a burn test. And what will happen when you burn synthetic hair, like you'll want to take like at least probably like this much. And you want to take your lighter and just hold it, obviously like cut, don't do it while it's on your head, and just hold it and light it. And what you'll notice is it will go up, but when you blow it out, which I notice they both smoke, so you can't really go off the smoke, it'll be like tarry, like it'll be black, or maybe the color of whatever the hair is that it'll melt like plastic. Whereas if you do this to like real human hair, it's going to like scrunch up and turn almost like a lighter color. And you can actually like break it apart and it'll just be like, it'll just break, just flake and turn into dust kind of. Whereas this stuff, like, it is really hard. Like, I honestly did it quite a few times before I felt comfortable being like, this is not real hair. So do as many times as you need to practice, but I suggest like maybe buying a really super cheap, like $20 wig, synthetic, and then getting like a real hair wig and then trying it, or maybe trying like a little bit of your hair that comes out on the brush every morning. But yeah, as you can see, it's super long. If this would have been real hair, that would have been an amazing deal, but it wasn't. It was bullshit, for lack of better terms. So if you actually look at the very end of this, it is so knotty. Like, I literally can't even put my fingers through it at all. Like, it's disgusting. Like, I wouldn't pay more than $20 for this, and what they charge me is like a ridiculous amount. I'd never pay that for a synthetic wig. And then on top of it, when I told the company, I'm like, hey, you're literally selling this as real hair. I checked, it says real human hair. Our conversation says real human hair. And all they would say is, if you're not happy with it, we can give you a 20% discount and you can keep it, or you can return it to us. Now, this is like a Chinese seller as well, and I'm from Canada. So I looked into shipping it back to them and they were like, yeah, it's like anywhere from $20 to $100. And so I had a dispute open with PayPal actually. And they were like, yeah, it's $20 without a tracking number, $26 without a tracking number, and it's $100 to have it tracked. And PayPal wanted me to track it. And I'm like, I'm not paying to track this item. And at first they were like moving towards the seller's thing in the dispute, like to favor them. And when I told them about the shipping and I actually gone out of my way to try to ship it back and everything, they ended up just refunding me. And so I just wanted to make a YouTube video to show you. So I actually ended up installing this wig just so I could show you. Honestly, the lace is nice. I installed this very well. It looks real, really. Like, compared to a lot of my installs, like, it's not bad. Trust me, I'm not like a perfect installer by any means, but I was able to get it to look fairly natural. I didn't bleach the knots, which would need to be bleached. I slept in this, by the way, so it moved a little bit. I tried to fix it this morning. So that's not the issue. Like, that part is good, but you cannot sell fake synthetic hair that is worthless as real hair. That's a complete scam. So I wanted to just show you guys my experience. I wouldn't suggest ordering off AliExpress. I tried to order another wig from a different company. It also was not a good experience. First of all, it sucks if you have to pay for the return shipping. Like, they should be paying for that. They should be able to send you a return label, but I guess in China, they don't have that option. Also, here's a fun tip. If you are sending anything to China or back to China, you have to say it's a return. Otherwise, it'll get sent back to your address because China doesn't actually accept anything from China. Super weird, but yeah, cool fun fact. Now, shipping to China is just not not cheap, especially if you want a tracking number. I was so happy that PayPal worked with me because honestly, I've only ever had 2 disputes ever. One was literally about wigs too. They never sent the order. And then this one was they sent the order, but it's not what I paid for. It's not what I ordered. And it was just a big mess around. And I was dealing with this over the holidays and I got enough going on over these holidays. So it was just stupid. But I'm glad that they did that. I've been with them 10-15 years and like no issues. I was really disappointed with the hoops that I had to jump through to make that happen though. But yeah, so here I am, and sure, I still have the wig, but it's completely useless. Like, come on, you're not gonna like go out with this ratchet ass hair. Trust me, I've tried to brush it out and it just gets worse and worse. So that's another thing. Synthetic hair is going to feel almost like too smooth and kind of plasticky. And then when you wear it, it gets so knotty and you cannot unknot it, and it's just like unmanageable. So I don't recommend synthetic wigs. I've never worn synthetic wigs. The only time that it's happened to me was on accident when I was told that it's being sold real hair and I wasn't. There was another company, Luxe Hair Shop. I was like, oh my god, I love this wig. My little mint colored bob, loved it. Was holding the blow dryer here, and this is how I found out it was synthetic too. I melted it. I melted all the hair while I was holding it here because I like got distracted and was holding it there for a second. Like, real hair wouldn't just melt. It literally melted off, and then there was like a brown spot. I'm like, hey, this ain't real hair. So these companies, you gotta be careful. Like, if you're finding cheap wigs, it's probably because they're not real hair. So sometimes it's worth it to just pay the extra amount. I'm still looking for like the perfect supplier, so I'm gonna continue my search on trying different wigs because you know that I actually want to have my own wig store. So I'm gonna keep trying that out, but I mean, it sucks if you end up like wasting money. So just letting you know, the return process is a beyond. And you probably don't want to do it. I don't know how people buy synthetic wigs and actually wear them because I don't think they would last more than one use. But I mean, if you just need it for like one night or something, like this is a lot of inches. You know, when it's not all tangly, it would actually be nice. But what a scam. So I would never use them. They were called RXY Official. Don't ever buy from them. They had good reviews. I thought I could trust them. Absolutely absurd. These people obviously just were fake, or they didn't realize that they were wearing a fake wig. Because like at first it was hard to tell, but I did the burn test, and then of course I tried it on, and just wearing it, it's just, this is what happens. So quality hair doesn't do this. Real hair doesn't get that naughty. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, do not do that unless you're only paying $20. I got lucky. I think I only had to end up paying $12 because PayPal helped with my dispute. Otherwise, I totally would have been ripped off and screwed over. Thankfully, PayPal is usually pretty good about that stuff. So if you go to do something like this, you should order through PayPal because they will help you recover your money if you do run into issues. And I just like couldn't believe how this company wouldn't even admit. I'm gonna leave a bad review. I am, because they wouldn't even admit that it's synthetic hair. And like, I know yours truly, your girl. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you like this video and if you'd like to see more.